Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he stopped immediately there.
Brought down by Ed Oliver.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big one.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum good.
Under pressure, they got him again. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So the pass interference call on the offense obviously declined, and this will remain a turnover.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Took you so long. That's it. Good call. That's the right call, man.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Shreds the tackle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
The Raiders at 1-7 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Dillon will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves, but with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and they're trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Now Cousins. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the save.
Terrell Bernard
Charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Cousins. It's caught by Mike Evans. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown Falcons. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 14-0.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Make a play here, take it to him! Come on, boys, come on, you gotta get that.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Here's Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
They'll run up the gap with Dobbins.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll drop to throw.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. This offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Third and 2.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You guys have been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Back to throw again. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete to Otten.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Cousins on first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. T. Higgins as the first half is winding down.
And the Raiders are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
And Sharp calls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. They're going to look to throw.
That's once again complete to Chark.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down at a yard.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
Here's a give up the middle.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now left side on the swing pass. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
4th down, Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They give him a gain of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Dobbins once more.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And now, third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
That pick hurts a little extra because here's third down. You're already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They'll throw left side to start out. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Final minute now of the third quarter. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Cousins.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39.
They're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Higgins goes in motion right.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 30. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard.
here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Cousins. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. That one complete out to Dotson. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
2nd and 6 coming up.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Here's first down.
Here's Cousins.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line.
He's got his target. That's complete.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Here's second down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
You can do it, baby! Come on, let's make a play!
Here now, second and goal.
Cousins to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Kind of a strange ball game, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. Really a defensive clinic by both sides in half number 2.
Wasn't that just beautiful to watch? Come on, man. Come over to the dark side with me. Wasn't that fun to see these defenses holding sway, right? Making sure they're controlling the game in the second half. It lets you know that